Hey, friends. Happy Moving Forward Monday. And I hope that's the mindset that you enter into this day with, this day full of a limitless possibility, this day full of new opportunities, but this day to start again. I want you to hear that again, that this day is offering you limitless possibilities. This year offers you limitless potential. This year offers you another opportunity to start again. Isn't that powerful? That the past is the past. And today is the day you can make sure you keep it there. I want you to hear that again, that today is a fresh start. But most importantly, today is an opportunity to move forward. I want you to hear that again, that today is an opportunity to move forward. Today is an opportunity for things to get better. But most importantly, today is an opportunity that things can change. I want you to hear that again, that there's another opportunity for things to change. Maybe you entered in this year doubtful, fearful, and maybe even unsure. But those same limitations, those same doubts, those same fears don't have to enter into this new year with you. You can move forward through the fear, through the doubt, but believing in the dream again. Believing in you again. Believing in your power again. But most importantly, believing in your purpose. Believing that you're not only here for a reason, but you're in the right season. You're in the right season for growth. You're in the right season for change. But most importantly, you're in the right season for things to get better. I don't know what last year had in store for you. I don't know the limits that have been placed upon you. But I do know this, that you can work this day through the doubt, believing in the dream, believing in your goals, believing in your power, and believing that things can get better. Maybe you found yourself like, hey, Sam, it was such a challenging year. I just don't want it to be like last year. But I think it's time to raise your standard and not only look at the past as the past, but looking to the future as an opportunity to get where we want to be. Realizing that game, that power, that purpose has been given to you for that reason. I'm super thankful for you guys as we dive right on in to our daily positive quotation. And maybe you're wondering, Sam, what is a daily positive quotation? That's a great question. It's actually a book where it's going to give us a topic of the day. It's going to have a little story section, then a positive thought or a positive continuing section. And today here, friends, on this Moving Forward Monday, our topic is things change. Isn't that powerful? Isn't that just sound great? With our topic today, isn't it so fitting as we are entering into this Monday, this new start, this first Monday of the new year, this new fresh start to move forward? So with our topic today being things change, I'm going to go right on into our quote. And our quote says, sometimes our fate resembles a fruit tree in winter. Who would think that these branches would turn green again and blossom? But we hope it. We know it. I want to repeat that again to really let that sink in with our topic being things change. Our quote says, sometimes our fate resembles a fruit tree in winter. And if you're in Central Texas, it is a cold one. Who would think that those branches would turn green again and blossom? But we hope it and we know it. Isn't that powerful? That if you're entering the season, like I know if you're in Central Texas, the leaves are falling off the tree. It woke up at like 27 degrees. But we know that the heat comes on again, especially if you're in Texas. That could be tomorrow. So that's quoted by Joanne Wolfgang Goethe. I'm not going to try to butcher that name. Okay, so now we're going to go right into our story section. It says, when our lives are difficult, we feel as things will never change. This in turn makes it harder for us to take the steps that might change that we want. When we look back at our lives, we can see that we had both good and bad times. Somehow we survived the bad times and things eventually got better. The passage of time helped, but we also acted in ways that moved towards a happier place. Isn't that powerful on this Moving Forward Monday? So now we're going to go right into our positive thought, or that positive repeating me section. It says, my life is filled with ups and downs. If today is a bad day, or this week is a bad week, I know it's not forever, and that it will come, and I will come through. I want to repeat that again to really let that sink in. It says, my life is filled with ups and downs. Isn't that true? Maybe you felt that last year. If today is a bad day, or this week is a bad week, I know it's not forever, and that I will come through it. Isn't that so powerful as we enter into this new week? But I really love with our topic today being things change. I love that quote. I think that really sets the tone. It says, sometimes our fate resembles a fruit tree in winter. Who would think that the branches would turn green again? I want to think about this past year, maybe your past fear, your past limitations. Did you ever feel that things could never get better? Have you ever found yourself in an opportunity where you thought things couldn't get any better than this? I don't see how things change. But just as these loser leaves and they come back again, so dreams. And those times of that quiet desperation where you thought this couldn't get any worse, things can still get better. I want you to hear that again. This year isn't over. This day is a gift. And things can get better. But most importantly, things can change. And I love how it says, when our lives are difficult, we feel as things can never change. I want you to hear that again. When our lives are difficult, we feel as if things are changed. Things can't change. Have you felt that way this year? You felt that way last year. This is so hard. Things can't change. Did you make some permanent decisions to some temporary problems because you thought things couldn't get any better? But it said this in turn makes it harder for us to take the steps that might create the change we want. I want you to hear it again, that when you find yourself in those situations where you think that things can't get any better, it's even harder to pull yourself out of that state or in that situation because it's your belief that keeps you there. I want you to really let that sink in. It says, I want you to hear that again. It says, when our lives are difficult and we feel that things can never change, it's that feeling that things can never get better for me. It's that feeling that it's so challenging. I don't know if I want any longer. It's those times that I'm too afraid. Letting all those limitations, all those failures accumulate and hold you where you're at. But I love how it says this. It makes it harder for us to step that might create the change we want. Because we're holding to other people's limitations. You're holding on to other people's beliefs. Or you're holding on to past fears. But when we look back at our lives, we can see that we had both good and bad times. Somehow we survived the bad times and things eventually got better. Isn't that true? I want you to look at your past failures, challenges that you've had along the way. Aren't you here this day on the other side? Isn't that powerful? It's easy when we're in this situation to feel stuck, to feel afraid, to feel alone, to feel that it couldn't get any better. But today, you're on the other side. I want you to hear that regardless of what happened last year, you're on the other side. Regardless of the setbacks and the challenge you have the way, today you're on the other side. But it says, in both good and bad times, somehow we survived the bad times. And things eventually got better. The passage of time helps. But we also acted in ways that moved us toward a happier place. And I think that's the powerful thing right there. We acted in ways that moved towards a happier place. I want you to hear that again. That today you can move forward, taking the right steps, the next right action to move into a happier place. I want you to hear that again. That you can move forward today to a happier place. You no longer have to be stuck. You no longer have to be afraid. You no longer have to let your doubts hold you back. But today is the day you move forward, believing in the dream again. But I love how it says in our positive thought, and that positive repeat to me section, that my life is filled with ups and downs. If today is a bad day, or this week is a bad week, I know it's not forever, and that I will come through it. I think that's a great reminder as in this new week, this new year, this new opportunity to start again, that regardless of the challenges, regardless of the setbacks, regardless of the failures we have along the way, that we can get through it. You can get through it. You can move forward. Things can get better. And you can change. I want you to hear that again. You can move forward. Things can get better. And you can change. That's the power you have. This world has great things for you. And you have the power to change your life. You have the power to get through the hard times. Things can get better. And the world has great things for you. So as you enter this week full of limitless possibilities, move forward, knowing that your goals and your dreams and the things you're looking to achieve this day, this year, this month, are still possible for you. Take care, friends.